Does hell exist? Maybe you have been told that God is so merciful that hell is empty. When the Blessed Mother appeared on earth, that is not what she said of hell, and she was able to prove it. Stay tuned to find out why hell is not empty. Hello and welcome back to America Needs Fatima. I'm Nick Brigham, and be sure to hit subscribe and also to click the notification bell to never miss another story of Mary. Our Lady showed hell to very young people at Fatima. It remains shocking and amazing that the Mother of Mercies and Wisdom did this. Lucia, one of the children, remembered it this way. And I'll read pieces of her account to you. The rays of light seemed to penetrate the earth, and we saw as if it were a sea of fire. Plunged in this fire were demons and souls in human form, like transparent burning embers, all blackened or burnished bronze, floating about in the conflagration. Amid shrieks and groans of pain and despair, which horrified us and made us tremble with fear. The demons could be distinguished by their terrifying and repellent likeness to frightful and unknown beasts. Black and transparent, like burning coals. But in the context of the vision, remember Our Lady's comfort and support during the terrifying experience, because any vision of hell is terrifying. If not for her presence, Lucia says they would have died on the spot. The fact actually remains that Our Lady did, that what she did was purposeful, for merciful reasons, to teach us how to avoid hell. We should first and foremost desire heaven out of love of God. But as humans, it's actually healthy and okay to begin to desire heaven out of fear of hell. It is a less perfect way, but sometimes the only way to begin to amend our lives. The vision was so jarring and terrifying for the young people to see hell that Lucia later said two things sanctified her cousins, Jacinta and Francisco. That vision of hell and the sadness of Our Lady. Let's contrast Our Lady's actions with the world's take on hell right now. A lot of priests and bishops are not comfortable with talking about hell. They should be, but they're not. Some go as far as to present false ideas of it, like the idea that hell exists, but it is empty because God is all merciful. I like this analogy. If we cancel prisons, crime would increase. So in the same way, if we cancel hell, more people will end up there. So if you've seen any advertisements for movies lately, you might think that the devil is not so bad after all. Hollywood likes to portray him as a nice guy, like in one of Netflix's top 10 shows right now, Lucifer, which is the name of the devil, where the devil looks like a handsome young guy. It's a total lie. He's a creature who rejected God and lost all of his splendor. He is never on your side, but God is. And in the end, God never sends anyone to hell. People, you and I, send ourselves there. So how do we apply all this to ourselves? Above all, the best way to stay out of hell is to meditate on it. The Church recommends meditation on the four last things, which are death, judgment, heaven, and hell. At least once a year, a Catholic can do a little personal retreat on this. It is extremely helpful. This is part of how we can live the Fatima message. And overall, we want to live virtuously out of love. Heaven is hard for us to wrap our minds around, and learning to desire it can be difficult. But here's a good place to begin: thinking about it. We are hardwired for fulfillment and happiness, which can only be found completely in being with God forever. Everything else is good, true, and beautiful in this life is only a foretaste of that happiness. Now, one of the best ways to get a taste of the happiness that heaven can bring us is to surround yourself with loved ones and friends and to pray Our Lady's Rosary. This is one of the reasons why we at American Needs Fatima hold thousands of public rosary rallies throughout the year, but especially in October, the month of the Rosary. So if you want to join us and host a Rosary rally with your friends and loved ones using a big American Needs Fatima banner, take a look at the link I left below. Coming up next week, we're going to be answering a bunch of important questions about modesty. So come back next week to hear what wisdom our Lord's grandparents, Saints Anne and Joachim, have to offer. May our Lord bless you and Mary Immaculate keep you under her mantle. See you next time.